Oh, it is very important lecture to understand how to calculate the performance grade binder for any project. So keep this thing in mind. Whenever you are going to work on any project, in the specification, the grade is always mentioned that which type of the grade you have to use for this particular project. But I am just giving you this calculation just for your understanding, because normally to the material engineer and to the engineer on site, they are not supposed to calculate the PG binder grade requirement for the project, but it is an additional information for your clear understanding that if you are going to work somewhere in the client, there you have to calculate. That is why I am going to tell you brief this one. So keep one thing in mind, this PG grade depends upon this XX negative of YY. This is the maximum pavement temperature and this is the minimum pavement temperature. This maximum pavement temperature calculated on the basis of at the rate of 7-day maximum mean temperature. Keep this in mind. Maximum pavement calculated on the basis of at the rate of 7-day maximum mean temperature here. YY minimum temperature calculated at the rate of 1 day minimum temperature, minimum air temperature. Let me write on this. Clear this? Now it means that we should have to find out what will be the maximum pavement temperature, what will be the minimum pavement temperature. You know, in my previous introduction about this Superpave mix design, I had told you one thing, that climatic condition and the project location. So keep this in mind, project location. This project location also depends on climate condition and the latitude where your project is. So how will we find out this one? How we will find out this one? Let me write down the equation. In order to find out the maximum pavement temperature, we are going to use this equation. T max is equal to T air at the rate of 7-day maximum pavement temperature minus 0.0066 latitude scale plus 2289 lat plus 42.2 into 0.4 minus 17.78. So this is the equation used in order to determine the maximum pavement temperature. Similarly, in order to determine the minimum pavement temperature, we will use this equation 0.859 T air plus 1.7 Celsius. So this is the equation which we have to use for the determination of this one. Let me give you one example that how we are going to make the calculation. You know, I had told you we have to design the wearing course for certain location where T air at the rate of 7 day is equal to 47 Celsius. T air, just for the minimum, at the rate of 1 day is equal to -1 Celsius. Now about the project location, its latitude 25.1 degree. Keep this thing in mind in this example. What is the maximum temperature taken from the data? You know, this data is always taken from the certain area from the government department, because they have collected that 20 years data, 30 years data. So from this calculation we have taken 47 -1, and this is the latitude. If I put these value in equation number 1 and equation number 2, let us suppose this is my equation number 1 and this is my equation number 2. Let me tell you again. These are the three values which we have to put in these two equations. You are qualified engineers, educated engineers. I am not going to make all, I will just give you ending result. After putting these values, we are going to get T maximum (69 Celsius) and T minimum 0.84 Celsius. This is XX and this is YY. So keep one thing in mind. This 69 is less than 70. It means my acceptable higher temperature is 70 Celsius. This 0.84, and here the minimum range of temperature available is -10, -16, -22, -28, -34 etc. Where minimum value comes out to be 0.84, so what we will have to select, what is the minimum near value available. So this is, so here we can say that our YY value is equal to 10. So what will be the binder grade coming from this calculation? It is PG 70 negative of 10. This is the binder grade coming from the calculation. But keep one thing in mind. This grade is not final. It is just preliminary point that we have to reach up to this point. Why it is not final? What we have to do further? This I will explain in my next video. Thank you for seeing this.